Looks like we are live now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. You can see the title of this video, They Are Wrong. Well, these are respected people in the crypto circle. Guy from Coin Bureau, Benjamin Cohen, and Ivan on Tech. Majority of the crypto industries look towards these leaders to get crypto news, information, and some technical analysis, okay? Benjamin Cohen has about 1 million followers. Coin Bureau is one of the biggest YouTube channels for crypto. More than 1.2 or 1.3 million subscribers. Ivan on Tech, he's around 570,000 subscribers. So huge number of people look towards these guys, and all of them are bearish, okay? People don't get crypto news from news outlets, okay? You might go on Twitter here and there, but majority of people watch these YouTube channels, right? And all these guys are bearish, okay? I'll tell you the audience. My audience is between the age of 30 to 45. That's the target audience who watches these videos, right? And imagine if I watch these content and if I can get a little skeptical about, I doubt myself. I was like, what the fuck? Am I doing something wrong? So imagine how a regular person would feel, okay? And again, I'm not God. I can be wrong, but I think there could be a pressure on these guys as well because, imagine having 1 million people listening to you, and you have probably good in your heart, and you don't want people to lose, or it can mess with your judgment, I feel, because it's a lot of pressure to deal with. Mine is a small channel, I have nothing to lose. So, again, what I think about Bitcoin right now as we speak, look, I made this little chart. Okay, until now, Bitcoin was in the upwards channel, okay? Let me show you. Let's change the environment. Okay, Bitcoin was this upwards channel right there, okay? And top, bottom, right? If you can see. Another thing I want to mention, that this is a couple of $1 trillion asset, okay? Who's going to sell? People, these big institutions and big guys are involved. And they have billions and trillions of dollars invested. Retail, me and you are the ones they sell to, okay? So where are they going to get people from? Are you going to buy? Who are they going to sell to? The fundamental question right now, who's going to buy, okay? If this is the bear market, who's going to buy? Do you think you have money right now? If you ask anybody on the street, everyone feels poor. The real economy is crazy. Nobody has money. Companies are almost at the bankruptcy level. Banks are at the bankruptcy level, where banks don't have money. They've been, Fed has they had to inject liquidity into banks overnight. Nobody has money. So if nobody has money, who's going to buy? They want you to sell so that they can buy right now. I don't think the bull market is over, but let's look at the technicals. These are the fundamentals, what I think, why I don't think the bear market is in. Because they want, this Ben Cohen says, this market has topped on apathy. What apathy? So inventing new words cannot deny the fact that somebody has to buy this. They have to sell this, a lot of it, right? So they have to prolong this for much longer, and they have to create this euphoria. When every Joe and Schmo starts talking about crypto, if you don't have euphoria, you don't have a top. Okay? There's no empathy or, any new word invented. People have to be excited. They have to be hyped up. There have to be stories about a guy making, $1 million from $500. Until these stories come out, retail's not going to come in. If new retail is not going to come in, who's going to buy? It's supply and demand. Simple. If there is demand, and supply. Right now, there's no demand. Who's gonna buy? So they have to create euphoria, and euphoria comes in when altcoins go crazy. So until now, we've been on this channel, right? And I feel we are going to go on a sideways channel this way for way longer than anyone anticipates. And we will stay in this channel for much longer than anyone anticipates, at least until December of 2026. Right here. Can we go into 2027? Yes, we can. But altcoins will top at a different time, okay? So we have this area right there. This whole area right there. Where some altcoins could top in Q1, and then we get a pullback. We could come back down to even $100,000, go back up. So as of now, what I feel, forget about this channel right now. We will focus on only this channel because it's past. We want to look at the future, how the future looks. So we are in this rising wedge. Okay, and it seems right now that we got out of the wedge, but until we finish this wedge, okay, right there, it's sad. Let's turn on some music. How's everyone, by the way? So I've been saying this, until we finish this wedge structure, okay? You see what I'm talking about? So there's only one. They always talk about 50 weeks moving average. 50 weeks moving average is somewhere around $100,000. Okay. There are two ways I would change my opinion about this market. If we go lower, as of right now, if we go lower, then this level, 76,339. So I don't mind if a wick comes down. A wick could come back down like this and would not shake me because it would come back up right away, I feel. And I feel the weekly will stay under this zone. $84,000. The weekly candle will close above 83,500. Even if we come down to 77, I'm not saying it will, it might, okay? Even if we do come back down, we can go up. We can go back almost to 97 and then do this, okay? It's possible, totally possible. But the bull market, I feel, still intact if that happens. I feel the second way I would change my opinion, if by February 2nd week, if Bitcoin is still hanging around $100,000 level, that we don't pump much and we go this sideways and barely reach $100,000 to $105,000, and then we go sideways until March, almost April, we go sideways. then it's end of Bitcoin, and then I would turn bearish. Okay, but by February 2nd week, 3rd week, if Bitcoin comes back around between, I would say, 100,000 to 105 to $118,000, then I'm uber bullish. Okay, but if Bitcoin stops here somewhere around $100 to $103,000 and goes sideways, then I would change my opinion. Then it's possible that Bitcoin, goes down like that. Okay, but as of now, I think this wedge will be completed. How it does, what it does in between does not matter. Okay, how it goes up, it stops here at 115, waste some time here, and then it goes to 135, 137. I don't know. Okay, but the focus now is on this channel. Okay, are you able to see me? Guys, hold on. Looks like there's a little lag on the stream. Let me make sure. How good is the lag? Okay, we are good now. Yeah, there's a lag in the live stream, but it's okay. Kevin, how are you, beautiful puppy? Good, brother. Great TV, baby. Raj, God's Creation, Aventus Network. Kevin, yeah, Papi Shrey, can you please look at AVT? Raj, XYO, please. Yes, we can see you. Okay, so this looks good. So let's look at XYO. If we break this level, then I'll be worried about XYO. Until then, I'm not worried. Okay? I'm not worried right now. As of now, I'm not worried. Next level up. You know, how... Just because of the support, I think we're going to go up. But... there's another way this could play out with XYO. Next level up would be between 5 cents. Yeah, 5 cents could be another stop. Just a little bit over previous high, where there could be possibly a stop, because you see the resistance here, right there. So we could... yeah, that's the next level where we could go. Okay, and whenever that happens, it could be really, really fast and aggressive. But in the second scenario, if we go sideways, on here, and if XYO is supposed to go much higher than 8 or 12 cents, then I think we would do something like this. If XYO is supposed to go way higher, you know, than anyone anticipates, then it is possible that XYO does this. It could go up and come back down and waste time, you know, like that, before it starts to move up. Okay, like this. There is a rare possibility of doing that. Small possibility. Okay, but then it's going way higher than we anticipate. Our target is 5 cents and probably 12 cents after that pullback. But just because I'm bullish for Jan, Feb, even March, let's see how far this reaches by February, you know. You know, if you look at the chart and trend lines, you know, we should be 5 cents by January, February, and then get a pullback and then keep on moving up. Okay, so that is XYO. We will know by Jan, you know, if we are hanging around in this range, 0.015 by January 20th, you know, I would say by January 20th or 2nd of February, if you're hanging around in this range, then, you know, we would come back down. We have to be at this level, at 5 cent level, by mid of Jan to first week of February. Aventus had a nice pump. Yeah, it cannot go any lower than this, man, you know. Yeah, it can't go any lower than this. Unless if it's in this channel. Yeah, even if you're in this channel, you can't go lower than this. That's it. That's the bottom for you if you're in this channel. Just a little bit lower, yeah, probably, you know. But I think, yeah. So if Aventus needs to go way higher, you know, to these levels that we, you know, like these levels right there, to this $100 level. Well, let's not be too exuberant. Let's cut down to, say, $50-$60 level. Then we have to start moving right now. Okay, right now. But if by February we're hanging around here, then I would take profits at, you know, $7. You may even not be able to pass this, you know. Yeah, so this has to go aggressively up, you know, get a pullback at $7 and then keep on going up. Right now it's stuck in this channel. Very important, this $7-8 level for it to break. Yeah, if by end of February, March, you are still around $7-8, then, you know, I would get out of it, take some profit, because it's possible, you know. Let's see, you know, at 786 I would get careful. From top to the bottom move. 618. Yeah. If we are bearish, okay, if we are bearish, then, okay, I'm just giving you both scenarios. If we are bearish, then you would go to these levels, $3 level, yeah, come back down, and then, you know, do this. If Aventus needs to go, it has to, man, because, you know, you can be going at $100 right now. You know, because that's what the chart's telling me. If it really has to go to $100, it has to move right now. Aggressively, okay? Aggressively. This move has to keep on going and pass $5, you know, at least this mark right here. If it passes and reaches $6, then there's a chance. There's a big chance that, you know, we get a pullback, something like this. Get a pullback, come back down, and keep on going up like that, okay? So let's make the most of this night. There's another crypto which has really disappointed, you know. But hold on, let me show you. The 618 for Staffy. Staffy, I feel, you know, by February and March could be between $1.70 to $2. You know, it's, the chart looks ugly right now, but this is where I anticipate it to be. You know, we got a nice pump in Staffy right now, but this pump don't do nothing. You know, we have dropped almost from this little top here. Staffy has dropped 84%. So if it at all has to come to this level, you know, it has to pump really hard to this level right there. If it shows me strength and pumps to this level between 22 cents to you know, by Jan, if you're sitting at this level, then, you know, I think $1.70 to $2 is totally possible. Okay. If not, then we'll have to see. But I think, you know, you would see a nice pump like this. Something like this could happen. You know, this keeps on going up like that. Stops here, consolidates like that, get another pump like that, consolidates, get another pump, consolidates, you know, and then we reach this $2 level, something like this. Okay. What's up with this Poppy thing, man? Poppy Shrey. Print. This is new, bro. Poppy. Does the suit make me look like Poppy? Actually, I'm gonna go meet somebody who calls me Poppy. You know, I was supposed to go right now, but I've been holding back because I wanted to go live and be with you guys. Okay, I can be there longer. I just got a text. She's running late. Okay, ladies, okay? That don't mean I'm not available. I'm available for the right person, okay? At the right time. Okay, let's focus. So what is pumping right now? What is pumping? What is pumping? Okay, Staffy's pumping. Staffy, 40% pump. Went down 26%. Okay. So all these dead coins are showing sign of life. Measurable data token. You'd be like, oh man, we haven't even heard about this coin. What coin is measurable data token? Okay. It's called MDT. Measurable data token. I like this chart. Okay. By this time, it should be right here. Look, if this is 236, okay. If this is 236. Imagine this is 236. And number 5. Can we stop at... Yeah, we can stop. We can have a small stop here. At 382. But we have to move to 382 fast. Like, literally, this thing has to pump a nice 330% pump. 330 to 340% pump. You know, massive pump has to come. If at all, if it has to reach that 50-cent level. For, I would say 37, between 37 to 50-cent level. If it has to reach those levels, then it has to pump really hard right now. This has to go up, like straight up, you know, to the 7-cent mark. Straight up. Okay, so bullish, you know, as of now. This has to keep going, okay? This has to keep going. Can't stop. Or this thing is going to go to zero, my friends. Look, but it's a beautiful, beautiful channel. What I like. Look. Beautiful channel right there. So try to see this whole channel. Bottom. You know, we came, probably the wick came on some places. Bottom. And see, the whole thing was stuck here and then it broke down. So we'll try to reach. It has to pump like right away to this level, 7 cents, and get rejected. So something like this is possible where boom, like that, you get rejected and, you know, goes up like that. Okay. It would have some sort of pullback at number 5 as well, because that's another top. So, you know, right there, number 5. So let's put this away. You know, I expect it to do something like this. Go like that, pull back, and then go up. Okay. So February, March. between 35 cents to 50 cents. Big resistance here, so expect a pullback at 12 cents. 12 cents pullback, a pullback at 7 cents here. Nothing's gonna go up straight, like, you know, some coins will, but like, you know, some will have pullbacks, 40, 50% pullbacks while going up. How's everyone, man? How's this crypto making you feel? You know, just logical fact, man. Nobody has money. Who's gonna buy? Who's gonna buy your crypto? All these people getting bearish right now, okay? Imagine if I had tons of Bitcoin, if I have tons of crypto, and I'm a hedge fund or I'm the market maker, okay? I have to sell all this crypto that I have accumulated. Who I'm gonna sell it to? Who's gonna buy right now? People don't have money. People are getting laid off. You know, their businesses are not doing well. Almost at the edge of bankruptcy. People don't have money. Who's gonna buy right now? Who are they gonna sell it to? They have to create hype. The Feds just recently injected liquidity, almost $40 billion, 40 or $50 billion. So, you know, once the banks feel the liquidity, you know, they'll start lending. The money will come in the market. Trump will give $2,000 check to every American. Majority of Americans will receive that $2,000 check. You know, your job's doing well, your business is doing okay. You know, now you have some extra cash. Suddenly you start to feel good and you start hearing stories. Some guy made, you know, $1 million from $1,000 or $500. And you be like, oh, well, I have this free $2,000. Let's gamble it on this freaking low cap coin, right? That's how retail gets involved. Not right now. They have to sell you at the top. They have to pump these coins. These coins are down 99.99%. Let me show you something. How can you get bearish? You know, this coin here, right here. Look at this. GST. Okay, green Satoshi token. This coin's down 99.87%. Okay? So where is it going to go from here, bro? You tell me. You tell me. 99.98%. Okay, where is this coin going? Tell me. They want you to be bearish. Your money already went to zero. You know, you're sitting on zero and you don't have courage to buy this. Even if you see at 99.98%, this almost went to zero, okay? Almost went to zero. Yeah. I just put very little money in this, okay? Very little money. Very little money, okay? Where I would think, you know, there's a possibility this coin could pump almost 6x. Okay? How, when it happens, don't know. You know, but 6x. It could happen fast. Okay? But that's my 2 cents. All these big YouTubers, you know, I don't know, sometimes I feel they're part of the cabal or what. They're their assets or what. Again, this could be, you know, because I wonder, suddenly all of them are going bearish together. That's crazy. And again, I could be wrong, you know. I'm some guy on the internet, guys, okay? And I'm basing everything. I'm just like you. I spend more time on the charts. That's all. But Yeah, man. You know, these things are low, really low. Let's see what else is pumping. Neon's pumping. Zcash. Let's look at Zcash. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at my last live stream, okay? I said we'll come to 0.5% right there. And, you know, we will pass time here like that. You know, whole December and possibly in January, we try to go make another high. Make a small high, just a little bit bigger than that. 800, maybe $810. Get rejected like that. Come back down. Feb, March, probably April. You know, make another high. Something like this is possible, okay? Because you have to understand, they have to sell you. They have to sell you. So, Zcash could waste a lot of time here. The whole December could be wasted. Before January we pump and then dump and then, you know, Feb, March, the last high could be around $1,000. 1,000 to let's see, what was the previous high here for Zcash? Go above this high, you know, so, you know, $1,000 to $1,100. Okay. That's how I see Zcash. Okay.
Last day, saw you in town, didn't care to say hi, you were in a rush. Let's say I'll see you again, would you care to sit down, or was it just a crush? I see you walk down the street, holding in all the secrets, kept me waiting.
What is Superverse?
The answers, we can do it all again, I know. Somewhere down the line we're meant to come back home. We can do it all again, I know. I know. Somebody said it's only those who get it that young. Get the most out of life under the sun. Oh, I know it's not true, I've seen the future. And it's brighter than the air when we are together. Brighter than the air when we are together.
If this thing comes back down like this, you know, then, you know, because have you seen Bitcoin, right? I expect this bull market to last longer than anyone anticipates. Once we hit $133,000, you know, you would see a pullback like that, right? Which would hit $100,000, you know, 99 or $100,000. You know, we spend a lot of time here before we get a new high. You know, I think Bitcoin will hit $150,000 in this run. Okay, when? I don't know the time frame. There's one way to look at it. If you look from the bottom till the top here at $100,000, how many days we took? Well, 753 days. So I would say we would spend another 753 days. 753 days put us exactly in Jan. I would say a little less than 750. So let's just be conservative and just say 700 or 720 days. 720 days. Puts us 8th of December. Okay? There are two scenarios that this bull market ends in December of 2026, or it can prolong. Just because it's such a huge asset, with such a huge market cap, that we could see something like this, where, it has to spend a lot of time, because if they want to sell at the top, they have to, because there's so much Bitcoin they have, if they want to get rid of it, they have to be in this range for a long period of time. And, we could stay in this 150,000, maybe 2-3 months before it tops out and gives out. And when it goes down really straight like that. And it's possible if we go to $150,000, majority, this could be the bottom. This $75,000 could be the bottom, and that don't mean that the wicks could come back down to these levels where you have a long wick that comes back down to 52 or $50,000 like that. But majority, I would say majority time it would spend, if we go to $150,000, then we would spend a lot of time at $75,000. This would be the place to accumulate. Everything below it, say we go to $60,000, it's a buy, but you will get wicks, all this time. It's going to spend a lot of time. What I'm trying to say is it'll spend a lot of time around $75,000, $80,000. Okay. So there will be instances where it goes lower. Okay. There will be instances where it goes lower, and if you're able to grab Bitcoin at these levels, say $50,000, man, be a great buy. But anything below 75 is a good buy. But I would say we would spend a lot of time here, 75, maybe possibly $72,000 right here, a lot. Okay, but Bitcoin has a long way to go. I am not bearish, okay? I am not bearish. If we break this significantly, that $75,000 mark, $77,000, if we break that, then I change my perception about this bull market. Until then, man, it's just FUD from all the YouTubers. Okay, big YouTubers. Okay, let's talk. Question and answers. Let's communicate. The thing is, you get this stream little lag. The stream is laggy, almost 20 to 30 seconds lag. Yeah, there's a huge lag. Actually, almost 4 or 5 minutes lag. That's crazy. Why is there such a huge lag? Okay. Looks like we are fine. It's just a little lag. I just wanted to make sure that the stream is good. So, you know, hopefully when everything unfolds, people really forget, what you do, okay? I don't want you to forget when everyone was bearish, I've been posting. I've been correct on Bitcoin to the T, okay? Altcoins are difficult to navigate, but Bitcoin, man, I feel $133,000-$135,000 is written. It could be February, March, end of February, March, 135. I don't want to stretch the stream. Our live stream cannot end without BCH. Bro. BCH. Let's look at BCH. BCH against... Look at this. This thing is primed, bro. Look at this coiling. BCH against Bitcoin. Excuse me. Okay, just look at this. Look at this coiling, man. For how long you can coil like that? It's like a spring about to burst like that, okay? Like that. When it starts to go up, it'll be very aggressive. And this is where I feel it's gonna pause, like big pause or big dump. Significant dump. So it has ways to go. Almost 10x from here, where you would see a significant dump. So where is Bitcoin Cash sitting right now? $570 Bitcoin Cash. Okay. Let's do a 10x. Yeah, man. 6,300, maybe pushing it 7,000. Depends where Bitcoin is. Let's align this, okay? 10x. It's 6,400 right now. So let's align this price with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, okay, 0.07 or 0.070. 0.070. Let's do this. And assuming Bitcoin is sitting at $100,000 at that time, if Bitcoin is sitting at $100,000 into 0.07291, that's $7,000. Let's be a little more conservative, and Bitcoin is sitting at $97,000. into 0.0702. Yeah, we are between $6,000 to $7,000, guys. Okay, $6,000 to $7,000 Bitcoin Cash. And this is the level where, there'll be stops. There'll be stops, but not major stops, We could stop here, have a pullback, small pullback, boom. Every Fibonacci level, we would have some stop before we go up, okay? But until $6,000 to $7,000, man, yeah, we are gold, okay? There will be stops, okay? There'll be stop at $1,100. There'll be stop at $1,300 Bitcoin Cash. Because if you see, but major resistance comes to this level, $6,000 to $7,000 level. $6,000 to $7,000 is big resistance. Why am I saying so? Because the chart says so. We are in the channel, and look at this. Okay. Depends when we get there. Is it May, March, April, or August? I don't know when exactly, but this is the level. Yeah. Cross this level, straight up to $20,000. Okay. But this is a significant level. Significant level, $6,000 to $7,000. That's still a lot of money. A lot of money, bro. A lot of money. Okay. BCH will be our biggest win. Thanks for looking out into Shrey. Sure. Man, I got a lot of BCH. Okay. Guys, nothing on the channel is a financial advice. Just my opinion. I'm some guy on the internet who loves crypto and crypto bros and all my favorite hoes. Okay. I'll see you guys. And just chill, man. Relax. It's very tough to be joyous. Right now, you should be excited. Trust me. What I see, if you're able to see that, I'll be excited, okay? Any dumps, any crashes you get is to shake you. I am bullish right now. Very bullish, okay? Until proven wrong. If anything changes in the cycle, I'll say, okay, now I feel I'm wrong. But as of now, I am bullish, okay? If Bitcoin does not cross $77,000, until then, I am bullish. Uber bullish. Mega bull, okay? Mega bull. Love you all. See you. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you are on this planet. Love you all, okay? You're my brother from another mother, understand? Okay? I'm there for you. Always with you. Okay? Just relax. Chill. Have fun.